Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of DaVinci Resolve for beginners. And in this episode, as we were previously seeing how we can create customized effects, so also in this video we are also going to try creating another customized effect. And in this particular video we will try to create a handwriting customizable effect for our video. So without wasting much time, let us go ahead and start creating our own handwriting effect. As you can see that I am already in the DaVinci Resolve software interface, and at this time what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select a clip for our editing. So I want to use this particular clip for our video, so I'm going to go ahead and place it on the timeline. And after I have placed it on the timeline, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink these two clips, as this video has an audio track with it. Even though the audio track doesn't have any kind of audio in it, but still it has an audio track. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to right click on these clips and I'm gonna select click link option. As you can see, it is ticked here, and as I tick here, once again this will be unlinked. Now these two clips are unlinked, so I can individually select them and use the Control X to cut this video from my timeline. Now once we are done editing our part here, we are going to go and start editing the text that we want to apply. To do it, we're going to go to the Fusion option or the Fusion interface. And in this interface, what we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to click the text plus option. As you can see, I have clicked on the text plus option and a text one dialog box has been created in our Fusion timeline. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on the text box icon, and in the inspector option on the top right corner, you can see that I have the text box where I can start adding my text. So I'm going to add the text, maybe spring, and you can see that in the main video the word or the letter spring has arrived. Now I want to change the placement of this letter spring. So what I'm going to do is I can use the vertical anchor to hold it and place it on my frame. Also, you have the option to click here and you can see where it has placed itself. Now going ahead, what you can do is you can also grab it with the mouse cursor and you can place it on the precise spot you want. Now after I have added the text, I'm going to go ahead and increase and change the font. First of all, I am going to use this particular font and I want to go ahead and increase its size. Now you can see I have increased its size. The next thing I am going to do is I'm going to try to increase the little bit of tracking space between them. You can see I have increased the tracking space between them. Now what I'm going to go next is I'm going to go in the effects option. You can see there is the effects option. I'm going to go to the tools, and you can do is you can search for the masking tool. You have the mask paint tool. You can do is you can go ahead and click on the mask paint option. Now as soon as you see I have clicked on the mask paint option, the text here is gone. I cannot see it anymore. So what I can do is I can go to the mask option in the inspector interface and I can click on invert, and you can see that as soon as I've clicked on the invert option, the text has appeared again on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase a little more preview space up here. Now the next thing what we are trying to do is we're going to start creating the particular handwriting effect. Now to do it, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead in the magic paint option and we're going to select the stroke option. Now as you have seen, I have selected the stroke option. The stroke controls has brought up here and the brush controls has also brought up here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to increase the size of the brush cursor. As you can see, I've increased the size of it, maybe a little bit more. And what I can do is I can increase and decrease the level of softness on the video or the text that I'm going to edit. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and start preparing the handwriting control. But before we do that, we're going to go to the stroke controls in the interface or the inspector interface, and we're going to select the stroke animation. And for stroke animation, I'm going to choose right off animation. As you can see, I have chosen the right off stroke animation. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead in our preview frame and start erasing the spring letter. Now once you have started erasing, the letter, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start creating the handwriting effect. Now to do it, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start erasing our letter which we just wrote. Once again, if you have done any mistake, what you can do is you can go back by simply using the Control plus Z and it will be undone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and once you start erasing it, you are not allowed, I prefer you do not unclick your mouse until and unless you are finished erasing the letter. Even though I can see the letter in front of me at this moment, but once we are done erasing it, you can see that it has created the effect in the timeline. Now if you go ahead and try to play the timeline, you can see that the handwriting effect has been created. As I'm trying to play this, you can see that the handwriting effect has created itself properly, and as the video is playing, you can see the rest of the letters. They are going to appear one by one as we go ahead in the frame. So I hope you have understand how you can create the handwriting effect with the use of DaVinci Resolve software, and I hope you all like this video, and I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Later.